start in the back row there. We'll start with Lionel. Lionel, you are from India, as one might guess. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful.
That's good.
Yeah.
And were you born in India?
Yeah, I was born in India.
And then you moved to Canada?
I came here just for the school. I was basically born and brought up and was ministering in India.
So you came here for the Bible school, isn't that right?
Exactly.
Now, how did you get to know Jesus? Because for all of us, it starts with we met Jesus, and Jesus made a profound impact on us. So where did that start for you?
Actually, I was born and brought up into a pastor's family, so I don't have a big salvation thing in my life, because growing up in this spiritual atmosphere, one day we had a home dedication where they pray for the new home they're going to enter into, and there was a good preacher. I don't remember him. It was in 1992. So he was giving a sermon, and at the last he gave an altar call, and God really touched my heart, and it just moved in my heart. It was not a salvation kind of outreach meeting or anything. It was an entirely different setup, but God touched my heart, and I gave my life that day. That's the profound moment in my life that I can remember.
Well, you know, Lionel, I know because my testimony is a little similar to that. So we almost sometimes apologize a little bit when we give our testimony. We say, compared to the guy who was a murderer or a pimp or a drug pusher, you know, it seems like our testimony is so small. But, you know, we know there's so many people at the age, even at the very young age, who met Jesus and whose lives were really transformed. So, yeah, I give my testimony more boldly with every year that goes by, you know. And then, so the Lord started to work in your life, and how were those first few years as a believer in Jesus?
Yeah, the first few, maybe 1 or 2 years was wonderful. And I was very active in the church and things like that. But down the line, as I was hitting my teenage and going to the college and things like that, I went off track. Basically didn't have any relationship with God. But his hands was, when I look back, his hands was all through my life. Everything that I did, even the mistakes that I did, he turned it for my good. And one day I went for a conference, and it was a youth conference, and I knew, being a pastor's son, I knew what they're going to do. They're going to challenge youths to go for missionary work and things like that. So I knew where this pastor is going to go into. And on the 7th day, I thought, I'm not going to come and give my life to Jesus, because I know anyway he's going to do it. So I was holding myself back. But the last day, this preacher gave an altar call. And I don't know what happened to me. I was crying. My dad was next to me, and he was like, what's wrong with this guy? And I was really weeping. I was crying loud. And the next thing I know is I was in front of the pulpit, and I open my eye, I see JBL, the speaker, the logo. So yeah. I was like, I'm in front of the pulpit, and everybody's looking at me. But that was the day that transformed me again, like in the sense where when I sensed that I was far away from God, and I could come running back.
See, everybody has that moment of testing in their life. And now you're hearing Bible college. You know, time goes by so fast. I want to have you pass the microphone to Dustin.